Hey, how's it going on, guys? So let me try to calm me down, okay? Uh, I see a lot of fear in the market right now, okay? As we see right now, Bitcoin is down, crypto is down, right? Stock market is down, and stuff like that, and people are freaking out about the news right here, right? As we see, the major mining pools, Bitcoin hash rate nears recovery as Kazakhstan internet is partially restored. So as we know that there's a, I don't want to get into political stuff about what's going on in Kazakhstan. If you want to hear more stuff about what is going on in Kazakhstan, go ahead and read what's going on there. But as we know, Kazakhstan as a country, it's the world's second biggest mining country. Okay, that's a huge amount of hash rate right there, guys. It's very important for the health of the Bitcoin, right? And as we know, Bitcoin is the biggest coin, right? It's the biggest project in the world. Right? It's the first one, and it's very important. And everybody's protecting the Bitcoin like an egg, because if Bitcoin fail, it doesn't really matter what other project you hold, because everything is gonna crash down. If you really understand how this system works, then you have to be very careful and to understand if the Bitcoin crash down, it doesn't matter if you have your Shiba or you have your Dogecoin, it will crash everything. Okay, so this is very important to know that Bitcoin is important, and that's why everybody's protecting Bitcoin like just a freaking like an egg. Okay, so let's go ahead and just let me that will be my opinion, right? This is what I'm thinking. This is my research. I always do research and stuff like that. I'm reading different prospects. I'm reading different views, just like you do. Okay, you watching me, you watching different guy, you reading this story, and you make your own the view perspective of what's going on into this crash. Okay, you don't have to agree with me and stuff like that. So let's go over and see what is going on. Okay. Because as we know, the Kazakhstan is its important place for Bitcoin mining, and the hash rate of a major Bitcoin mining pool neared recovery on Monday, days after computing power of the network fell. So because of the internet blackout in Kazakhstan, there's a lot of political instability over there going on right now, protests and stuff like that. So between January 5 and 6, the hash rate of a top mining pool fell by 11% as Kazakhstan internet went to dark. Today, the loss of the node is around 2.2%. Kazakhstan is the world's second largest Bitcoin miner. Okay, it is surpassed only by the US. It used to be China. I'll show you some proof what is going on in China right there. So the situation is almost resolved, and the crypto mining data centers are back. Okay, so it looks like the things are getting really it's getting better. The situation is getting stable right now. So we'll see what's coming next in a few weeks and months. But the people think that the internet watchdog say that the last week that the fact that the multiple providers lost connectivity simultaneously indicates a centralized kill switch, which is I'm really agree. Okay, I'll tell you what's going on, because I grow up in this mentality. Okay, let's say that if you're born in USSR, Russia, wherever you are, so you kind of know what's going on right there. Is it hard to know how long the internet will continue to operate? The country's internet has been restored several times, okay, over the past few days, but those moments are brief and unpredictable. And in my opinion, this is very, very interesting moment over here, because unpredictable. Okay, the other word which is very interesting is centralized kill switch, because I grew up in USSR, and if you're from there, you know that there's not too much freedom you can have right there. Okay, it's not even close to China, but it's still right. It's still you are under pressure and under the government pressure, and if they don't like you, they will kill your lights. Okay, they will just lights off. Okay, that's what happened pretty much in Kazakhstan. If you protest against the government, they will turn your internet off. Okay, no more news. Okay, no, you're not gonna find out anything what's going on in the world. So and also you cannot post anything what's going on in the country, so the other union country from Europe can see what's going on. So that's a game that come from the government side. Okay, that's been happened before. Yeah, man, growing up into USSR, it's not that fun, but it's okay. It's okay. So this is what's cool about the hash rate is that everything. I mean, hash rate and Bitcoin blockchain, all this data is printed into blockchain, and you have to know this. This is the beauty of the decentralization, because whatever numbers happen over there, they remain permanently into blockchain. Those numbers, they never can be corrupted. Those numbers can never be just altered. Okay, this is the power of the blockchain decentralization. Let's go see what about hash rate, guys, because the hash rate. Okay, if you don't know what's a hash rate. I don't want to make a big explanation, because you can go really, really in depth and explain what's hash rate. In a short way, the hash rate is just how easy Bitcoin is mining. Okay, this is what hash rate. So to be really understandable for anyone, if hash rate goes up, Bitcoin is hard to mine, and as you can see over here, Bitcoin is all the way up. It's almost all-time high, right? So when Bitcoin is all-time high over here, it's very, very hard to operate and mine Bitcoin, because so many machines are operating at the same time. Bitcoin automatically adjusting the hash rate. The Bitcoin system automatically is adjusting the the difficulty, right? How easy to operate the blocks, because you cannot make more bitcoins than you want. It doesn't matter how many machines you connecting, you're not gonna make more. There's no way you can make more bitcoins because you put 20 more machines. Yes, you do make a little bit more because the hash rate is adjusting, okay? But you cannot make more. You cannot make a lot of bitcoin just because you plug in more Bitcoin, more ASIC machines. Once many machines come into service, this is when Bitcoin is adjusting difficulty, and it's more harder to mine Bitcoin. Okay, it's one of the beauty of the blockchain and Bitcoin, which is really nice. Okay, it's not like gold. Okay, gold is very hard to mine, right? But if you buy like 20 machines more, like all those machines to mine gold, you'll mine more gold, right? That's right, you're gonna mine more. If you have 20 people working into gold mining, and then you hire like 1,000 people more, then you're gonna make more gold, right? And in the case of the mining Bitcoin, is not the case. Okay, you cannot plug in more machines and make more Bitcoins, guys. That's why Bitcoin scarcity is very high. It's a scarcity asset that is going on right now in the world, and that's the beauty of the Bitcoin. And we have to understand this. It could be very hard to understand, but if you get it, then you know the price of the Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and see, because we had another event when the same thing about when China banned Bitcoin mining, right? This was right over here when Chinese banned Bitcoin. It was over here, guys. At that time, the power of the Bitcoin mining, it was about 70% just in China. And when Chinese banned Bitcoin mining, the mining companies, they just separated and they spread all over the world. Okay, some of them, as we know, they are in Kazakhstan. Some of them are in North America, which is US, and also Canada. They love operating in Canada because it's real cold over there. Okay, and it's nice to operate in a cold environment because it's more efficient. And if you have cold weather and you have a low energy cost, that's the receipt of making more Bitcoins. So as we see over here, that when Chinese banned the Bitcoin mining, the hash rate of the Bitcoin mining dropped crazy, okay, by 50% or more. And it does, when Bitcoin hash rate is dropping down, it doesn't mean that Bitcoin is dying. Okay, the operation will still continue, because when hash rate is down, right? Let's say Chinese minings are down, but my minings are connected, right? I mine more Bitcoin. I mine faster Bitcoin than before because it's just so easy to operate. All the power comes to me. Okay, once everybody goes up and connect their mining machines, right? When they switch from China to Kazakhstan, US and Canada, then I start mining less Bitcoin. Okay, I started mining less Bitcoin because the difficulty is adjusted very hard. So the kind of divided all over. Okay, and then like years ago, you could mine Bitcoin from your cell phone, man. You can mine your Bitcoin from just a simple laptop. Right now, try to do it, you can't make it. So this is what is very fun, and I will make a video just about hash rate adjusting, which is very cool. But let's go see about other news. We got pretty good news that no one pay attention, which I don't know why, because we're looking only for negativity. But a lot of mining machines, guys, are moving to Laos. Okay, big companies. So let's read this article over here. I read a few articles and I made my resume, and I'll share this information with you. So Laos is expected to earn about $190 million from Bitcoin mining in 2022, and this is happening recently. Okay, Bitcoin companies will start mining in 2022 in Laos, and it's predicted to be very nice. And let's see what the government says over here. So Laos is reportedly expected to earn approximately $190 million in 2022 from Bitcoin mining activities in the country. The new revenue stream profits on increasing officials' allowance, paying off debts, and pandemic expenses. When it comes to making money, the country is gonna say, all right, we need money, we're gonna allow Bitcoin mining. Because in the past, all these Asian people, even Laos, they kind of didn't really like Bitcoin and stuff like that, and they didn't really was so friendly about Bitcoin mining. But when you go on a hard time, guys, and you see that you can make some profits, you're gonna accept this and you'll make some money, because they will make $190 million. Okay, it may not sound big, but I'll tell you why. It sounds real big, like it's huge, because the total Laos domestic revenue, which reportedly accounts for 15% of the country gross domestic product (GDP), is expected to amount to approximately $2.8 billion in 2022, the Ministry of Finance reported. So the new source of revenue would increase the project revenue for the next year by 20%. Okay, that would be like an additional 20% for the country GDP. And when you look at the country's population, right, the Laos population is $7 million, and they make $190 million only from Bitcoin. That's huge. Okay, this is what it's interesting, and it's very positive news, and it's positive news for for all Bitcoin holders, and also for the country. That's a big income for the number of population. That's a big income. It's a really, really smart move that come from government. And the next revenue stream comes after lawmakers authorized 6 companies to run a pilot program to mine, trade Bitcoin in Laos. There we go, guys. Okay. I don't know why everybody's looking they're focusing only on the negative news. Okay, but you have to be open-minded, because when Bitcoin is in trouble in one country, that's mean, remember, there's always a new opportunity for somebody to make this happen. Okay, just as an example, how when Laos is happy right now. So you don't have to worry about Bitcoin. In my opinion, Bitcoin is the most decentralized, the most safe. If you're really confusing what to buy from all this crypto, like if you really you have no idea, if you're going to buy Bitcoin, you will never be wrong. That's it. Okay, you don't have to be a very, very specialty in this stuff. But you know what? As right now, the crypto market is down, and the stock market is down also. Okay, guys, because everything is down, and there's not a safe place. I do invest a lot of money into gold and silver, but they're also down. Okay, so there's always a risk. It doesn't mean that Bitcoin is going down only. Okay, everything is down right now. We see S&P 500 is down. There was a big crash everywhere. So you have to understand, because when it comes to investing, you have to accept the risk. There's not a safe place to keep your money, not even in cash, because as we know, the CPI numbers will come on Wednesday, I think. Okay, which is the Consumer Price Index. I will measure inflation, and if the numbers will be higher than 6-7, that's gonna be bad news. Okay, that's gonna be bad news, and we're gonna see this news reflecting into the stock market again. So you know what? At the moment, everything looks ugly, right? But you have to look at the long term, because one day, we're gonna get out from all this pandemic stuff, and you have to be positive. If you really like stressing out about the price of Bitcoin, don't look at your portfolio, right? Don't open and check the price every day. Just leave it right there, okay? I haven't checked my Bitcoin portfolio or crypto portfolio for months. I don't mess with this, okay? Invest the money and forget it. That's it. That's the best way to not panic sell. So as we see over here, in 24 hours, it's not a big difference, right? And when we go into 1 month, this is what is starting to get tricky, okay? And in 1 month, Bitcoin is 15% down, and Ethereum is 27% down, and it's kind of, there are a few coins that looks pretty good, but you see Phantom is 45% up, so it's not very, very friendly, okay? I know it creates some discomfort over here, but it is what it is. It is what it is, and we will get out from all this crash, because look over here in 1 year. When you look at 1 year, it's not that bad, okay? If you got some Bitcoin and Ethereum, in 1 year you still want 9% up. Ethereum is 155% up. So come on, guys, you cannot complain, because right now everything is down, and then you see Shiba it's all the way got down to the moon. So you make some money, take some profits. This is when it comes to Bitcoin. You have to take some profits, guys. If you made a lot of money, you take some profits. Once you take your profits and crypto's crashing down, then you feel much more comfortable, okay? And you can buy the dip. You can slowly dollar cost average and buy a little bit more. So as you see over here, guys, in my opinion, why I think that Bitcoin is not really affected by Kazakhstan news is that we see the formation of head and shoulders over here. And in my opinion, this news has zero effect onto this crash. Zero. That's my opinion, and it has nothing to do with Kazakhstan mining pools. Because head and shoulders, once you break this neckline, that's it, lights out. And as we see over here, from Chinese ban over here, when we reach to 20,000, right, $29,000, something like that, you see those spikes over here. Let me remove this one. So those spikes, you see those spikes over here, those ones are buying pressure. There are a lot of buying pressures over here. So in my guess right now, as you look into VPR, we got a lot of resistance over here. Okay, if I'm right this time, because I am wrong sometimes, this area is gonna be a buy area. And this is where I'm looking to buy into this area. If Bitcoin goes into 30,000, okay? If you go into this area, I will buy, because there's a lot of resistance over here. We may not get down all the way down, but we may reach this area, and I think there's gonna be a lot of buy orders over here. But once we break this, then it's gonna be bad, okay? It's gonna be bad. Bitcoin can go even lower. So it is what it is, man. You gotta make your own decision. And be careful. Do not leverage. The people that are selling right now are people that are highly leveraged, okay? People highly leverage or people that bought the top. If you bought a Bitcoin at 60,000, 70,000 bucks, ooh, that's not good for you. That's why you have to take your profits. When you go up, take a little bit profits. Go up more, take profits. Go up, take a little bit more profits. When it goes down, buy a little bit more, buy a little bit more, buy a little bit more, and eventually you will make a nice average. So, because my purpose is to accumulate more Bitcoins, right? I don't care that much about dollars. The reason is to accumulate more Bitcoin. All right, guys, I leave it right here, and you have a great day.